Welcome to Man Utd Transfer HQ, your ultimate source for all things Manchester United transfer news and rumours. Our first news is Ruben Amorim discovers 3 players he must sign to solve Bruno Fernandes' problem. Manchester United are set for a major overhaul this summer, with Ruben Amorim set to be given plenty of money to spend in the transfer market to revamp the squad. Manchester United have been urged to sign Ipswich striker Liam Delap and 2 midfielders this summer as Ruben Amorim looks to revamp his squad. United have endured a woeful campaign so far, with the club languishing 14th in the Premier League. However, United chief executive Omar Barada stated last month that club is ready to back Amorim in the summer transfer window, and Mirror Football understands that they are hoping to raise around £200 million by selling players and save up to £80 million a year on wages, and former United defender Paul Parker, who won 2 league titles during his time at Old Trafford, believes that money should be spent on 3 players who will help get the best out of club captain Bruno Fernandes. Parker, speaking via the home of UFC betting, said, "I think you've got to be looking at replacing at least 2 players in midfield. I think you need more energy in there, and I like Manuel Ugarte and what he does, and I think he will be even more effective with more energy and legs around him. I don't think Casemiro and Christian Eriksen are the right players for United at this time. Casemiro will play on Thursday, but he gets slaughtered when United lose because people say his legs have gone, but he never had legs and was just very clever in how he played. He's good to watch, but you need 2 midfield players, more legs from 2 attacking midfield players. As good as what Bruno plays when United are chasing, he's not that ideal person because of his discipline problems when he has the ball." United have also been heavily linked with a move for Ipswich's Delap, who has netted 12 league goals this season in a side that looks set to be relegated. Delap reportedly has a £30 million release clause if Ipswich go down, and Parker believes he would be an excellent addition. "I would look at a hungry centre forward, and I would take Liam Delap all day long," Parker added. "All day long you take him? I love his work ethic, the fact that he's never beaten, he's desperate to prove himself, and he's desperate to score goals that he wants to run past people, make unselfish runs and turn the bad into the good. He reminds me of a young Mark Hughes, and not afraid to put himself about anything Mark Hughes trademark." However, United look set to face stiff competition for Delap's services, with the likes of Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool and Newcastle all credited with an interest in the 22-year-old. Ipswich boss Kieran McKenna was recently quizzed on Delap's future and claimed it is certainly a possibility that the club could keep hold of him in the Championship. Stay tuned for all the latest updates. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more football updates, match previews, and transfer news. Stay connected for all the latest. Our second news is Man United vs Lyon prediction, Europa League betting preview, odds and tips. United's season has been woeful, and the only saving grace is the Europa League, but they are still on equal terms with Lyon with little to no sign of getting a result, a tough task for Ruben Amorim even with home advantage. Manchester United are set to host Lyon at Old Trafford for the decisive second leg of their Europa League tie, with the aggregate score finally balanced at 2-2. This marks the 3rd encounter between the 2 clubs at this iconic venue, with United having emerged victorious in both previous meetings back in November 2004 and March 2008. However, the current landscape presents a different challenge, as United navigate a season marked by disappointing league performances. Lyon, on the other hand, boast an impressive record against English teams in European competitions, having suffered just 1 defeat in their last 9 encounters. Their most recent loss was a 3-0 setback against West Ham during the 2021-22 UEFA Europa League campaign. Stay tuned for all the latest updates. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more football updates, match previews, and transfer news. Stay connected for all the latest. As both teams prepare for Thursday night's clash, they do so with the understanding that this match is pivotal. Neither side has other opportunities for silverware this season. With everything to play for, it promises to be a high-stakes encounter at Old Trafford. Man United vs Lyon betting offer. Bookies are offering new customers £60 free bets when they place a £20 qualifying bet. Simply register and bet £20 on a single bet on the match on minimum 1.9 odds, and we'll give you 3 free bets worth £20 each to place on football, horse racing and other popular sports too. Our last news is Virgil van Dijk's net worth, wife, new Liverpool contract, house rented from Man United icon. After months of uncertainty, Virgil van Dijk has finally put pen to paper on a new 2-year contract with Liverpool. Here we take a closer look at the Reds captain's life. Since signing from Southampton in January 2018, Virgil van Dijk has become a Liverpool icon and one of the world's most formidable defenders. After months of uncertainty over his future, the Reds captain has committed his future to Liverpool. Hot on the heels of Mohamed Salah, who signed a new deal earlier in the month, Van Dijk has eased fans' worries by agreeing to another 2 years on Merseyside. With Liverpool closing in on their second Premier League crown in 6 years, it's likely that the famous trophy will be Van Dijk's 9th major accolade since arriving at Anfield. Liverpool fans are rejoicing over the news that their Champions League winning talisman is here to stay, and Mirror Football has taken a closer look at the club's Dutch colossus. Van Dijk is estimated to have a net worth of almost £23 million. The Dutchman's last Liverpool deal, signed in 2021, saw him earn a base salary of £11.4 million per year. However, his new deal is thought to be in the region of £350,000/£400,000 per week. In addition to his club earnings, the 33-year-old also earns a hefty amount through his various endorsements, which include deals with Nike, EA Sports, Heineken, and Cadbury. Van Dijk met his wife, Man Utd, when he was 20 years old, with both of them growing up in Breda in the Netherlands. The couple got married in 2017 and now have 2 children together, Neela and Jody. Man Utd worked as a fashion sales manager in her native country. However, when Van Dijk moved to Glasgow in 2013 to join Celtic, she left her career behind and followed her partner to Scotland. While she keeps a low profile on social media, she has spoken in the past about her life with Van Dijk. "I worked as a sales manager and sold different fashion brands to the stores in Holland," she previously said. "I loved it but had to resign to follow my man everywhere football takes him to." She also gave a small insight into her life with Van Dijk when they first moved to the UK, adding, "So far, we've been settling well and having adventures with our lovely dog." Van Dijk has made 314 appearances for the Reds and was named Liverpool captain in 2023 following Jordan Henderson's departure. The idea that he would leave after so much success with the Reds seemed unfathomable, and his contract extension, which takes him to 2027 at the least, has cemented his legendary status with the Kop faithful. "It was always Liverpool," Van Dijk said. "That was the case. It was always in my head, it was always the plan, and it was always Liverpool. Someone called me the other day an adopted Scouser. I'm really proud to hear these things, it gives me a great feeling." Despite being sworn enemies on the pitch, the Liverpool star once received a helping hand by renting a Cheshire mansion owned by former Manchester United player and manager Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Solskjaer had owned the property since his playing days at Old Trafford. However, when he was on the cusp of taking the United job in 2019, he was looking for a base close to Manchester so that he could bring his family to live with him. This forced the 52-year-old to consider the home he had leased to the Van Dijks. Asked about the situation, the Norwegian jokingly said, "Yeah, he's, Van Dijk, evicted." Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Man Utd Transfer HQ, and turn on notifications so you're always in the loop with the latest transfer news and rumors.